Next, we would like to know a bit about the history of psychology tests and measurement. That is how it emerged throughout the centuries. The initial forms of testing actually existed over 4,000 years ago in Imperial China, where an examination system was established to select suitable candidates for civil service. In the Han Dynasty, for example, there were 5 topics tested for this purpose, namely civil law, military affairs, agriculture, revenue, and geography. In the Western civilization, after experimental psychology flourished in the late 1800s, in continental Europe and Great Britain, psychologists started to use objective procedure to measure various psychology propensities. Sir Francis Galton set up a psychometric laboratory in London in 1884 and conducted tests and measures on both the physical and behavioral domains. James McCain Cattell in 1890 invented the term mental test and contributed to the development of rating scales, questionnaires, and statistical methods, which are important parts in psychology tests and measurement. The contemporary history of psychological testing sees the development of tests related to intelligence. Esquirol and Sequin defined the concept of mental retardation. The earliest test constructed was the Sequin form board test, which was used to evaluate people who were mentally disabled. Over in France, the Binet-Simon scale was developed in 1905. for identifying mentally retarded school children for special instruction. This is the first intelligence test developed, and it was revised many times in later years and is still widely used today all over the world. Kraepelin, on the other hand, devised a series of examinations in 1912 for the evaluation of emotionally impaired people. In 1939, the first version of Bachelor Intelligence Scales were published, which have provided some innovations in intelligence testing compared to the earlier Binet-Simon scale. During World War I, in the United States, the demand for large-scale group testing emerged in order to evaluate the big number of military recruits. Group tests for human abilities such as the Army Alpha and the Army Beta were invented during that period of time. Later, we see personality testing blossom just before and after the World War II, especially during the period of 1920 to 1940. After that, many new applied psychology tests emerged, and the most important ones were in relation to neuropsychology, health psychology, forensic psychology, tests and measurement for various developmental stages such as children, adolescents, adults, and elderly, and other areas to measure various aspects of human behavior and mental states.